We're going to go through the Runnin Ref stationary warm-up. So stationary just means in place. It can be dynamic, it can be static. But here are the movements that we do pre-game in our warm-up session, okay? So first thing I'm going to do is a static hamstring stretch. So both legs straight out to the side. Now I'm just going to reach down the middle and stretch both hamstrings out. I'm going to typically hold this for about 10 to 15 seconds, but for this video, I'm going to go on a little bit faster pace for you, okay? So now I'm going to reach over for my right ankle, give the right leg a little bit more. Okay, then I'll move over to the left leg. Okay, after that, now I want to target my hip flexors, okay? So this is a half kneeling hip flexor pulse. So right knee is on the ground, left knee is up. I want my toes straight, I want my hips straight the entire time, okay? So the hip flexor pulse, what you need to know is that I'm not just pushing my hips forward. See how that's just not a very good low back position? I'm actually trying to tuck my hips up and under, really stretch out this hip flexor as I reach around and across, okay? So this will go for time, or you can pick reps on this, but I'm gonna tuck my hips up and under, big reach across with my right arm, and I'm actually gonna get a big lat stretch at the same time. So now it's dynamic, you get into a rhythm and you get good at the motion, and you can just keep going, okay? Now after that, I wanna target my groin. So I'm gonna push this left leg out to the side. My right knee should be outside of my hips, okay, as you can see. Drop your hands down. Now, always want to keep a neutral spine, so I'm going to look down, and now I'm going to keep my back flat. From here, I'm just going to rock my hips back. So once again, this is dynamic, and I'm really trying to target my groins at this point, okay? So this is the half kneeling adductor pulse, or groin pulse, all right? I'll switch around. You can go to the other side. Now, half kneeling, hip flexor, pulse and twist. Once again, as we already went through. Now I'll push my right leg out to the side. Left knee will be outside my hips. Back flat, spine neutral. Once again, now I'm really targeting the other groin, okay? Now after that, we go into a frog stretch, okay? So if you've done yoga before, you're familiar with this. Same as the half kneeling, but now both knees are out. Same rules apply. Hands down, neutral spine, back flat. Now the stretch happens on the back side, okay? So I'm just kind of trying to push my hips back between my heels right here, okay? That's the motion. I'm really feeling both groins stretch out. All right, now after that, we're gonna go down and get some glute and hip stretch, okay? So into a 90-90 stretch, all right? This is a little more static. So front knee is at 90 degrees, back legs at 90 degrees, okay? I'm just gonna lay down over top of my shin. Once again, 10 to 15 seconds. And then we're gonna throw a slight variation into that, okay? So 10 or 15 seconds, keep both knees where they're at. Now I wanna just walk my hands over top of my right knee, and I'm gonna reach my arms out as far as I can. This back knee has to stay on the ground, but I wanna reach my arms out. This is a big time stretch right here, okay? I'm actually feeling this in my QLs, so this muscle group that's in the backside, and my lats as well. So this stretch offers a ton of value for you, post-travel and pre-game. Okay, left side. Regular 90-90, left side, reach your arms out to the side, same thing, okay? So I'm already in a great position, 90 degrees on both knees. Now we're gonna go into shin boxes. So this is some hip internal rotation, so hip mobility. Once again, great after you travel, great when you're sore, if you have tight back or back issues, this is another wonderful stretch for you, okay? So I want you to sit up nice and tall, hands out front. You're really cheating if you put your hands on the ground, you're not getting the most benefit that you can out of this exercise, okay? So I'm gonna keep my feet still. I'm actually gonna flip my knees around, and I'm gonna rotate my shoulders with me, okay? So this is the pace that I wanna go at, nice and slow. Take your time. Once you rotate your shoulders around, you really gotta keep pushing both knees down into the ground, okay? Come back the other way. Hands up, chest up, push both knees down. Now the other thing that you have to remember when you go into shin boxes is I want to open this knee up first while keeping this knee on the ground if at all possible, okay? It takes a little work at it as long as I can. Wait to open this knee up, wait. Once it opens, rotate your shoulders around, okay? And the last one that we'll go to is a kind of a combo calf stretch, okay? So this can be dynamic, this can be static, you can do one leg, you can alternate, but the most important thing is at some point to put your heels down on the ground. And if you can't do that, you're gonna walk your hands back towards your feet, but also to bend your toes, okay? So this is what it could look like, okay? Up on your toes, one heel flat, other heel flat, bent knees, straight knees. Go through a lot of those different variations. and mix it up a little bit because you have more than one calf muscle, so you're kind of trying to hit on all things down below the knee, okay? So Runnin Ref, stationary warm-up right there. Give it a shot.
We help sports officials worldwide become more physically prepared for game day. Head on over to runninref.com and check out our training programs today. Let's get to running.